Today, we're going to dive into something that could genuinely change the way you see everything. It's this one specific mindset that separates the wealthy from, well, pretty much everyone else. And let me tell you, this isn't just about spreadsheets and budgets. It's about a deep, fundamental shift in your thinking that can totally rewrite your future.
Have you ever asked yourself this? It really is the question at the heart of it all. It's this incredibly frustrating feeling, right? You work your tail off, you follow all the rules, but you still feel like you're just spinning your wheels. Well, it turns out the answer isn't about working more hours or getting another degree. It's about changing the entire game you're playing. And to really get this, we're going to look at the story of two fathers. On one side, you have a highly educated man who believed that the key to life was job security and a steady paycheck. The safe route. But then you have the rich dad. His focus was on something completely different. He was all about building businesses and buying things that make money for him. They lived in the same world, but had totally different ways of thinking, and that led to completely different destinies. So let's break down that conventional path, the one that most of us are taught is the right way to live. This is what we're going to call the salary trap. And believe me, it is the single biggest reason why so many people feel stuck financially. Okay, I want you to stop for a second and really think about this question. Is your main source of income you, showing up, trading your time for a paycheck, or have you started to build things that earn money for you even when you're not actively working? The answer to that question reveals pretty much everything about your financial future. And here it is, the trap. In the simplest terms possible, you are trading your time for money. But here's the brutal truth. You only have so much time in a day. It's a finite resource. So when you do that, you put a hard, unshakable ceiling on your earning potential. Yeah, you can get a raise, you can work some overtime, but at the end of the day, you will always be limited by that clock.
Now, this trap, it isn't just a numbers game. It's deeply emotional. There are two incredibly powerful feelings that keep us running on this hamster wheel. The first one is fear. It's that gnawing fear of failure, of losing that secure job. It keeps us clinging to a paycheck even if it's not making us happy. And then there's greed. But it's a specific kind of greed. It's the endless chase for a bigger salary, not for more wealth or freedom, which just tightens the trap's grip on you.
But what if I told you there's a way out? Well, there is. And it all boils down to understanding one incredibly simple but powerful lesson. This is the turning point, you guys. This is the key that unlocks the door to real financial freedom.
This is it. This is the whole secret, an asset. The definition is so simple, it's almost beautiful. It's anything at all that puts money into your pocket. It could be a business you own, a rental property, a stock that pays you dividends. Think of it like a money-making machine that you own and that works for you. And on the flip side, you have a liability. You guessed it. This is anything that takes money out of your pocket. It's something that costs you money, that drains your bank account, and forces you to work even harder just to maintain it. Seriously, just understanding the profound difference between these two is the absolute foundation of building wealth.
And here's what that looks like in the real world. Wealthy people focus all their time, energy, and money on that column on the left, building their own businesses, buying investments. The middle class and poor, well, they often spend their hard-earned money on the stuff on the right, financing expensive cars, constantly upgrading their phones, getting buried in credit card debt. They mistake these liabilities for signs of wealth, but they're actually wealth killers.
Okay, so understanding the concept is a huge first step, but how do you actually do it? How do you apply this to your own life? This is where we lay out the practical, actionable plan to start building a brand new financial reality for yourself.
It really comes down to three things. Number one, you have to get financially educated. I'm sorry, but schools teach us how to be good employees, not how to be rich. You have to learn this stuff on your own. Second, you've got to mind your own business. What does that mean? It means start building your asset column, even if it's just a tiny side project at first. And third, create multiple streams of income. Relying on a single job isn't security, it's a massive risk. And doing this means you have to shift your relationship with that fear we talked about earlier. The whole idea of playing it safe by just sticking to a job, it's an illusion. Real growth, and I mean real freedom, comes from taking smart, calculated risks. It's about investing in yourself and in your assets, even when it feels a little scary. So, at the end of the day, the most crucial point is this. Building wealth isn't really an external thing you do. It's an internal shift that has to happen first. It all comes back to how you think.
And let's let this idea really sink in because it's so powerful. It's not the money that creates the rich mindset. It's the mindset that creates the money. The wealth you see is just the result, the byproduct of a person who learned to see the world not as an employee, but as an owner, as an investor.
So, what's the one thing I want you to walk away with from all of this? It's this simple, direct command. If you truly want to change your financial life, you have to change your focus. Stop chasing the next raise, the next paycheck. Start dedicating your time, your energy, and your passion to building your asset column. Because that is the only real path to freedom.